Hi, Aquarius. Welcome to Tamra's Tarot Variety. All right, this is your September read. September's almost over, but please just consider this a read for a month, and I will see you all in a month. I'll try to make it sooner. But let's get right into it. I've been hearing from the archangels this month. So the archangel that came through for you is Archangel Jophiel, and we'll talk about that later. But I pulled 5 cards from the angel deck from Radley Valentine, so I'm just going to get right into it. So Aquarius, the first card that I got for you guys is King of Fire. And it's an interesting card. I'm reading for personal development this month. And so it's so unusual for you all to get this, but it's a compliment from Spirit. And I normally get this for fire signs, really. But Spirit is saying right now, they want to remind you, Aquarius, that you are motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. So I think a lot of you are just feeling, or should be coming into a feeling of being on top of your game. And the advice from this card too, to harness this energy, is to focus. They really want you to narrow down what is it that you're working on. It says communicate with vision and be a leader and get advice from someone creative. So, wow, that's a big card here. Especially what is really standing out to me is using your creativity and being a leader. And I think that just keeps coming up for you over and over. And I really think it has to do with Saturn being in Aquarius, and Spirit saying, Aquarius, we really, really need you. So, next we have 2 of Water, which is in the original Rider-Waite deck. You all know this is 2 of Hearts, which is love. And this says a relationship continues to grow closer, practice forgiveness, and find the positive resolution of conflict. So for single Aquarius, I may have gotten this for you before. Just be patient if it hasn't happened. A lot of you will be meeting either a soulmate or a twin flame. So please try to prepare for that. And how do you prepare for that? Is just being, the best version of yourself, working on, getting rid of baggage, toxicity, all that stuff, and just preparing, and also finding someone who matches your energy. So right now you're in King of Fire energy. So look for someone who is motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. That person will resonate with you. And also, Aquarius, be on the lookout for a fire sign. That would be a good match for you right now. And for those of you in a relationship, you can see this couple hanging together, sort of weathering the storm. So they'd really like you to work on that with your partner. So some of you, obviously don't be in a toxic situation, but this is more about finding someone to weather toxicity from the outside. you know, like not toxicity from the inside. So Spirit doesn't want you to be with a toxic person, but Spirit wants you to be with someone who you guys can fight the toxicity of the world that comes at you. And you both have equal strength to do that. So, and also, you know, forgiveness came through. So Spirit would like you to be with someone and be yourself, like not petty, not like do what's right. Don't try to be right. So hopefully you're not caught up in any power games with a partner. Spirit saying that's not going to work, and that's just not going to work for you anymore. And next we have 8 of Water. This says a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual and emotional growth. So yeah, Aquarius, you guys are just, you're getting big and you're getting deep. So you're going to need people around you that are the same way. And if they're not, you know, you can do your best to try to get along with them, but that's what you're going to need from this point forward to do what it is that you want to accomplish in your life. And next we have Ego, and this is where Archangel Jophiel came in. This card came up over and over. I'm like, is it worn out? It has like tattered edges. This is a new deck, but this card, oh my God, it just kept coming up over and over and over and over for 2020. So obviously we know the events of 2020. We saw the ego of everyone. The whole events of 2020 just brought out, it seems like, the best in people, but we saw a lot of the worst in people. So this time could be bringing out the best and worst of you and people around you. So just be careful. This says you might feel a false sense of entrapment. Be careful not to be overly focused on material things. And the message that they're saying is, Aquarius, it's going to drive you nuts to be around people who are overly focused on anything petty or material or stuck in their ego. So please release yourself from people like that. And please try to squelch any negative or fear-based thoughts, and especially if they're coming from other people. And next we have 2 of Earth. And I always love the picture on here. It's a fairy, and she's just kind of looks like she's trying to balance this slippery ball. So this says some of you might have too much going on at once, and you have the need to make a decision and consider a more playful approach. So that makes sense, because Aquarius, some of you might be feeling this heavy burden of responsibility with Saturn being in Aquarius, where you just feel like, yes, your time has come. We've talked about that, but you might feel overburdened with the need to do something like, you know, you're finally maybe being heard, being respected, or people might be coming to you for help, and you might feel overburdened. So Spirit would just really like you to focus your energy on what it is you want. And if you don't know what that is, you can start with the prayer of that sort of, I don't know if it's not the serenity. It's like, I remember when I was just really confused about where I was spiritually, I just said, I'm giving it over to you, and help me do what is in my highest good and the highest good of those around you, of those around me. So that might be a good place to start, Aquarius. And remember, yes, you're in your power right now, and the world needs Aquarius energy, like really needs Aquarius energy really badly right now. So Spirit would like you to just try to focus that energy in one direction for a while, and let that grow before you move on to something else. So they want you to expand and go deeper. Yeah, expand and go deeper. Yeah, they're saying some of you are, you have this energy, you might be giving it out to other people, and you might just be like, you might have started too many projects. They just really want you to pull it in because it's very powerful. And if you can concentrate on one thing, you not only would you be very successful, but you could really, really in a big way help others instead of like giving out your energy in all these like little ways. And also Spirit saying, like, if you are giving out your energy in little ways, there's the susceptibility of, being susceptible to being taken advantage of, not appreciated, and having all these different people in areas taking little parts of you and not feeling like giving out your energy matters. And it does matter. This is a big time for Aquarius to be respected. The world needs your energy right now, but you need to be compensated for your time and energy. You need to be respected for your time and energy. And I think, yeah, that's the big message. And how will that happen? It'll be by finding what it is that you want to do and doing it at the highest level. And that might scare you because you're already feeling this burden of responsibility. But Spirit is saying there's going to be a lot of freedom in that, because so let's just say you were in the medical field. We'll use that as an example. And maybe you've sort of bounced around the medical field. A perfect example would be just really becoming a doctor. And then you would be able to accomplish more and be respected and be compensated for it. That is just an example. But I think you guys get my point. You could use that for another career. Anyway, Aquarius, I hope that you're able to accomplish that. I know that's like a big ask, but the payoff would be great. And it's the same thing for relationships too. They're saying many of you are just, you want something with depth and something that's going to grow, and something that would be like long lasting, and like a lot of you might be better off in a really strong, committed relationship, almost like, family. So that would be, for most people, like marriage. But they really are emphasizing that you can't compartmentalize this energy where, you know, you're like growing spiritually, and then, you know, sort of dating like you haven't grown spiritually. They're saying that's just not going to work out for you, and many of you are probably feeling it. So I hope that makes sense. All right, Aquarius, I will see you all next month. All right.